Before you watch this video, look at part 1, link in the description and video in the I symbol up top. In my last video, I mentioned that schools are structured like a factory, schools' curriculum is outdated, and teachers teach the wrong subjects, students don't get enough time outside, and teachers don't get paid enough. In today's video, I'll be mentioning a few more problems and then offering solutions to these issues. One of the most controversial issues related to schools is exams and tests. Henry Fischel was credited to have invented exams like we know it today in late 19th century. He invented it to test the ability of students, which is the problem. Just like schools, it was always a system destined to fail. When a system tells us what to think, say, and write, it has its consequences. Creativity is one of the most important skills and is the main skill that is looked into when being hired by companies such as Google and Tesla. Billionaire founder of Alibaba, Jack Ma, agrees. And so, if creativity is so important, why is it such of little influence on the work that is done? Going back to the subject of tests, it pressures students into putting a specific answer instead of letting students think or create something. Tests also bring competition to schools and make people compete for the best grade, which can make some people feel depressed if they get a bad grade. Some students even get bullied for having bad grades, which can lead to self harm and suicide. There is also another issue with tests. It makes students study for one topic just for the test. After the test, most of the students forget about the things that they learned, which ultimately makes the entire procedure pointless. If someone was to ask me, what is the best way of testing someone's knowledge? I would answer them with assignments. The idea of assignments has been used many times in many schools, but it could be used more and in better ways. Assignments are good because they lead to the idea of creating and cooperating, two of the most important skills in the modern day. Tests do the exact opposite of that. The biggest issue I still see with some assignments is the competition that comes with it, just like in tests. How do you fix that? Get rid of grades altogether. Work shouldn't be measured by how they meet the criteria, but if the work they did was done well and if their knowledge was used in a good way. These days, knowing things like dates of wars and names of kings is becoming more relevant. This is majorly due to the internet. We already have access to any information we want. This is why creativity and ability is more important than ever. It's also important to teach what is best for a human being. Self-care. Sure, math and poetry is important, but no more important than learning how to deal with things like depression, anxiety, stress, and many other things, including yourself. Out of all the things I just listed, all of them are linked somehow with school. A study was done by UniHealth saying that 80% of students show symptoms of anxiety, and a study from Nations Union of Students found 90% of students suffer from serious stress. Tests and exams only add to that. Solution? Schools should teach students how to deal with these problems, and instead of adding on to this stress, find ways to relieve it. A class of meditation, for example, or little breaks of fresh air once in a while, is only part of the things that schools could do to help. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please check out my YouTube channel as I have many videos other like this. Please also subscribe as this motivates me and makes me want to make more content. Have a great day.